Okay. Yeah, we gotta get going. I'm sorry, guys. Next. Factors that determine how much water I'll need. The type of soil is going to determine that. The percentage of organic matter in your soil. The organic matter helps to hold the moisture in. Whether you're doing raised beds or garden plots, that's going to determine how much water you're going to need. And the type of plants. Some plants need more water than others. It's just, you can use black plastic and mulch as a barrier to help to hold the moisture in. Okay. Water in the morning or in the day is much better than you should try water at night. So if you're working, please try to have water in the morning so that it keeps you from getting that, what's it called, that mildew, get on something. No, powdery mildew, so you don't get powdery mildew. And use your moisture meter, which is, how much you can use moisture.
The drip system better than. There you go.
Methods, okay. You can use sprinklers, you can use irrigation, you can use drip lines. You can do it by hand. By hand, I promise you, will probably, and it's a very small garden, not be able to get enough moisture on it because you're not going to like standing there going like this. And you have automatic where they come on themselves. That's nice, especially for working. It comes on when you're at work. You know, it comes on at 8 o'clock in the morning. You just left for work and you don't care because it's going to turn itself off. Okay, what is 16-16-8 fertilizer? That's the one that's usually used here. And it's the 16 is for N, the second 16 is for P, and that's for K. What does that mean? The N is for nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. So that's nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. And and what you're knowing is when you have 16-16-8, you're knowing that it's 16% nitrogen, 16% phosphorus, and 8% potassium. And then they put a filler or some micronutrients in with it. So my question is, and we don't usually use 16-16-16, but how many pounds of nitrogen is in a 50-pound bag of 16-16-16?
About 8 pounds, something like that.
You're right. So there's about 8 pounds, and then there would be 8 pounds of phosphorus and 8 pounds of potassium, and the rest is the filler, and so that you don't over-fertilize.
How often do you fertilize?
Depends on the plant. Depends. Usually, onions like it, and they want it really. And corn likes a lot. Potatoes like a lot, and then a lot of others not so much. Okay, next. Fertilizer, Utah soil is low in nitrogen. Before planting, broadcast 10 to 12 pounds of 16-16-8 per 1,000 square feet of soil. Okay, a lot of you are not going to have 1,000 square feet of soil. So you have to cut that down. 4 weeks later, add a cup of ammonium sulfate per 100 foot roll.
So, Rowena, do you do this even when you use the mulch?
I don't. Mine is so high in nitrogen.
You just use the mulch? Or...
I just use the nitrogen. Yeah, this is so full of nitrogen, and it's broken down. The plants love it.
Okay, so if you get that, you don't have to worry about the compost.
No, but I'm trying to cover bases for
people who don't get that. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Plants that require higher amounts are your onions, sweet corn, and potatoes. They require more nitrogen. And like I say, my onions are usually, a little bit bigger than this. And I'm not adding any nitrogen because I'm just using the compost.
Onions love water. You can't water them enough.
And these are the garlic. And you do not plant garlic this time of year. Garlic is planted in October, and I usually harvest in July. If you plant them now, you're going to get the little tiny, useless. You're not going to be happy. To plant a garlic, you would take okay, that's one. And you can see what, you don't usually get them, that's one, right? That's big. If you go to the grocery store, they're usually not that big. But you're going to plant that, and you're going to plant it. Here's the top of the soil. right here, and you're gonna plant it about there in October. And my garlic right now are up about this tall.
And you just know it.
Okay, is there any specifics you guys wanna ask me on any of this?
Maybe we can postpone the questions till right afterward.
Okay,
Because we're gonna break it into two groups.
Hang on. Can you do that here?
I tried it and I can't make it work here.
Okay,
Our soil here is very alkaline,
okay.
and I don't know if that's a factor in it, but our soil is very alkaline, and actually our water is alkaline. So we contend with that all the time, that we are more alkaline. That's why most people do not grow blueberries here, is because they need acid soil. So if you get blueberries here, I have a couple of friends who tried it, and they really worked hard. It would have been cheaper for them just to go buy some blueberries, and I love blueberries.
What about asparagus? Do you have luck with that?
Yes, asparagus works very well here.
How do you do it?
You dig the hole, and you put the compost in, and you put some soil on, and then you build the soil a little over the weeks as it comes out.
Is it 6 to 8 inches down when you
Yeah.
start it?
Yeah.
But you're just barely, you're going like this?
Yeah.
Okay.
But asparagus does grow very well here.